channel, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. This is going to be what we use for 0 to 6 months, what we actually use for 0 to 6 months. Remind you, my baby was in the NICU for the first 2 weeks of her life, and then she was in and out of hospitals up until she was about, let's say, 5 months old. So some of this stuff is meant for babies in the NICU, and some of this stuff is just meant for normal babies. So let's just hop into it. If you see me looking down, I have my notes on my tablet. Okay, so getting into the bigger items is, if you have a packing plane, we have one that has a changing table and a little bassinet that can come off of it. I would highly recommend that because it's easier to just put your baby in. It's easier to just, honestly, if the baby's sleeping in it, you can take it out, you can move it around. It's honestly just easier. And this is what it looks like. Okay, so our next item is a baby swing. Now, I have 2 different baby swings. One is broken that I need to get rid of or throw in the trash because it is broken. My cat chewed off the little, it's a plug-in swing, and my cat chewed the cord, so I have to get rid of it. But I do like it, and I do recommend it because it has a lot of functions. Okay, so I just took the bottom part off, but the bottom part you just screw on right here. It's a swing like this. It plays music. It's like a touch one. I absolutely love this because you can set your baby up. It has these little things on the side. You can bring your baby down. Honestly, this was great. My baby had really bad acid reflux, which is called Sanders syndrome, and she had to be on acid reflux medication. Or anytime she ate, she had to be sitting up correctly. So you can have it in this position, and then you could have it in like at a 45-degree angle by pressing these like buttons. There we go. And that's what I loved about this. So that's what I loved about that swing. Now, my baby is growing out of it. She is 7.5 months old. So another baby swing that I really like is, it's a Fisher-Pricer swing. I have it down here, which she is in it now, because she still loves to swing. And this is what it is. And then you just gotta add the batteries to it. And it has these little buttons. So that's what she is in now. Now, next one. So that was one. So the other baby swing is 3. So the next baby product is like a baby rocker. Because my baby likes to rock and stuff like that. I honestly thought it was a bouncer, so that was my bad. But we're still going to use it, and it can be used as, it can go with your baby into like a toddler's little seat. This little thing, and you can lay it back down, and it really works perfectly. Now, like I said, my daughter has Sanders syndrome. She is slowly starting to grow out of it, but she has to sleep in her bassinet with a wedge, and the wedge looks like this. I need to wash the covering. Hold on, you guys can't even tell how big this is. Okay. A wedge. And this goes in her actual crib. And it just pops her up at a 45-degree angle, and it really helps with the acid reflux. Now, I did get this through my insurance because the doctor put in a prescription for it. Okay, so those are pretty much like the big items that I have that I would recommend. Well, not recommend, but those are what we've used in the past 0 to 6 months. Now, okay. When we came home from the hospital, I absolutely love this. This is a baby sterilizer. It dries your bottles, it disinfects, it does hot food, and it warms the bottles up, all in one. The only thing it doesn't do is wash your bottles. So it has 2 compartments. You put your bottles in here. You put your water in this like bottom part right here. I did get this off of Amazon. I don't remember the brand name. But if you look up bottle sterilizers, this would probably come up with a bunch of different other ones. You can also put like the nipples in here. And my baby hasn't started solid foods just yet, so we haven't got to the function of like heating up food yet. But it works perfectly for what it's need for. Okay, so the next thing I would recommend if you are pumping, I have this hand Medela pump one. Works perfectly. Gets the job done. But I also have this one that was given through my insurance when I was in the NICU. And you just plug it in. It works great. Also, I would recommend any hands-free pump so you don't have to always be plugged in. When you're in the NICU, I had to pump every 3 hours, every 2 to 3 hours, because my baby was doing a garage feeding, which means she was fed through a feeding tube for the first 7 days of her life. So the pump was my best friend, if that makes sense. So this does go along with breastfeeding. It is the Haka. And when I got home, I loved using the Haka, put it on one side and then nurse the baby on the next side, or put it on one side and pump on the other side. I love this. It works great. Also would recommend, like, we also used storage bags. That was really good. So that worked out perfectly. And if you can see behind me, right here, where that pink basket is, this is a cart. We use this cart a lot. It helps for organization. We've used this a lot. Helps for organization. Now, when we came home from the NICU, when she had brew episodes and we were finally out of the hospital, she was put on a baby monitor to monitor her oxygen and heart rate. And if I go over here, this is what it looks like. And I believe there's an owlet one that doctors recommend and stuff like that. So this was our best friend, and it still is our best friend. This is what the cart looks like. Great at organizing. Next up is a humidifier. Humidifiers work awesome. We use that a ton. We use that so much. Okay, I had to readjust you guys. We use that a lot because she got her first cold when she was 2 months old, and she has a cold now. So with the humidifier, we also use suction bulbs. You can get these at the hospital. These are what we have. This was in the NICU, and this was in the hospital when she was first born. We use those with saline drops. I still have some from when she was in the NICU. Oh my goodness, this thing doesn't want to unzip. Okay, saline drops. So, these are what they had in the hospital. They're saline drops. Still have 3 of them left over from when she was in the hospital. And that's what we use to suction our nose with. Also, there is a electric one that you can get. Now, I have to get me a new one of these electric ones because this one doesn't work as great. But you can get these off of Amazon. And I heard that there's really good reviews on certain ones. So we've been using that a lot too. So next up is also for breastfeeding, you can use a nipple cream. I used a nipple cream for only just a short amount of time. Don't use it now. Even when I'm pumping, I don't use it now. But in the beginning, I did use it. So for diaper rash and stuff like that, this is the Pelumian, or how is this? Pelumian jelly. This is exactly the one that we used in the hospital, in the NICU. This is the actual second one that I used. Like, this is my second one, and I just barely started using it. I'm actually ordering a new one of these because I absolutely love these diaper spatulas. They look amazing. Amazing. But this is why I'm ordering a new one. Because it's starting to fall apart right here. So I would recommend these. These are awesome. Also, I have some Aquaphor in here too. Aquaphor is really good for, you know, changing your baby's diapers and stuff like that. So diaper rash cream, any diaper rash cream will work. Whatever you guys prefer will work. Okay, so also I forgot along with feeding, this was supposed to go with feeding, is this is a premature bottle. This is an ultra premium nipple. My baby was an ultra premium nipple. Sorry, this is just a little sidetrack. This is what they gave us when we were in the NICU. And yes, I did save the ultra premium nipple because when she's having rough days, sometimes she can only take an ultra premium nipple. They also recommended this one. So this is 2 ounces. Yeah, this is 60 mLs, 2 ounces. Now, I am starting to introduce water to my baby, so 2 ounces is perfect. So we use these little tiny bottles for that. And then this is another one that they gave me. You can find these on Amazon, Walmart. These are really popular. These are the Dr. Brown bottles. I necessarily do not like these bottles, but this is what she used in the NICU. I'm actually looking for a bottle that's similar, has like a similar nipple to it. This is a premature nipple, has a similar nipple, but it won't leak. That's the only thing I don't like about these bottles is they leak a lot. This is 4 ounces. She takes exactly 4 ounces. No more than that. Sometimes she'll take more, sometimes she won't, but she does take 4 ounces. So yeah, those are the bottles that we used, or are using. Okay guys, I realized this dropped, but this is the Frida little nose picker. This is for picking their nose and getting boogers out of the nose. This is for getting, on this side is for getting their ears. This is for their nails. Has this too. I absolutely love this. It goes everywhere with me. So along this, it works. Okay, so next thing that we use all the time now that my baby's a little bit older. I do have other kids, so she likes to be really clingy. We use baby carriers. I would love to get one of those like Moby wrap ones. I just have to learn how to tie them. So give me your guys' recommendation on like the Moby wraps or like the Mom Cozy wraps. Because what we use right now is just baby carriers. This is an infant baby carrier. I use this one. She still fits into it. And then she just now started fitting into this bigger one that I can put her on my back with. And this was given to me, so I do not know what brand this is. This was given to me when I had my son. So I don't know what brand this is, but I absolutely love this one. It goes so many different ways. You can put your baby so many different ways. With 5 kids, you know, my baby likes to be held a lot, so this worked out perfectly for baby carriers. Like I said, I would love to get one of those ones that wrap next to you so you can hold them tighter. Would love to get one of those. We also use baby mittens, just because in the NICU she couldn't scratch her face, she couldn't pull on her tubes. We tried to do everything so she couldn't pull on her tubes. So we used baby mittens to help with that. Also, while we were in the NICU, with kind of going with clothes items, we used... Okay, so she's still in 0 to 3 month clothes. She's slowly starting to grow out of them. So these are button onesies that button on the side here. So it's easier to run cords through. So it's easier to run cords through. Just button. It's perfect. Absolutely love that they have these buttons. This is by Carter's, the Carter's brand. It does run a little big. Carter's to me runs a little big. So I would recommend ones that just button on the side. Now, if we're talking about like sleepers, I would recommend sleepers that have 2 zippers. So there's a zipper up here, and then there's a zipper down here, so I can use this and get her butt changed easily. Alright, she's just going to join me in this because she just woke up. This kind of video is all over the place, but I did find this. We do fortify her milks. This is just with premature formula, the infant care one. We put this with breast milk in it, and it works perfectly. Yeah, hi. Hi, little one. I also forgot to mention we do a play mat. It's in her big packing play. If you have a big packing play to put on the ground, I'll insert a picture somewhere right here of what the packing play looks like, and also what the little play pad looks like. I would also recommend those. We use those so much. This is a sound machine. It plays sound. It lights up. She absolutely loves it. Okay, so we did swaddle. Swaddle her. We use Muslim swaddle blankets. These are what we used, as you can tell. We use these, and now that she's rolling over so much, yeah, hi. Now that she's rolling over so much, we use sleeping sacks. I love these sleeping sacks. I also use this other sleeping sack. This is more for when it's really, really cold outside. It just zips up. And the button's down here so you can change your diaper. This brand is Child of Mine. and it's 0 to 9 months. But you can also find sleeping sacks on Amazon, and I absolutely love those. Yeah, I love those. You love them too, huh? And then, okay, she's just down on the ground playing, but we use this breastfeeding pillow. We used it in the NICU. I absolutely loved it. It works great. I think she drooled on it a little bit, but I love this breastfeeding pillow. Some people, this is controversial. Sometimes it does help people. With some people, other times it does not. It just really depends on your preference. In the NICU, they did give us... She has a cold, guys, so she's going to be a little... These Alvent binkies. This is what she takes. I also have the Mams binkies. I like this one because it has an owl on it, and I think those are cute. So she takes the Man binkies on top of the Alvent binkies. Okay, so now getting on to toys. She absolutely loves this toy. She can chew on it. She can teeth on it. Also, I have like this little bag that has stuff. My baby absolutely loves. She likes this little mirror so they can look at themselves. She loves these really, like this crinkling noise. So we have a crinkly like book. We have this that makes it like a crinkly noise too. I also have this toy that makes a crinkly noise. We have this other toy that makes this other book that makes a crinkling noise. We have a rattle that's really good. Also, we have books that are black and white. They're hard cover books. They're like cardboard, and she absolutely loves those. She likes to gnaw on them. So, absolutely loves those. And I don't know where her teether went to, but she has a teether somewhere laying around here. She loves to have teethers. Just because she is teething at this age. She is 7.5 months old. She started teething around 4 months old. So, teethers are our best friend. And any brand would work. We love them. That's pretty much everything that we've used for 0 to 6 months. That's what we use. That's what I've used, what I've used in the NICU. I know this list might look different compared to other people's lists, but that's everything that I used. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and comment like below.